Hello everyone, this is the demo for our mobile computing project. Our app is exercise prediction app. Our app has two main features. One is location tagging feature and the other one is the exercise prediction app. So one app kinds of the complements the other thing. Like for example, when the user is new to a location, he can remember this location. Like this location tagging is done with two parameters. One is the GPS coordinates, the other thing is a Wi-Fi thing, because nowadays every places have the Wi-Fi. If the user comes to the same location again tomorrow, the exercise detection the activity will be automatically triggered. The user doesn't need to trigger the app again. So we use SVM to train our to detect the exercise. So there is a model that comes with the APK itself. The user can either use it or he can train his own model with all the activities. So user have to just enter the number of activities that he wants to record, and he can and then he can learn, and it will give it the accuracy. If the user can anytime clear this data and create his own model. And we have done this navigation the button also. So this yellow button that says it is the says that they are the navigation buttons. So now the user if the user opens our app will listen for the location, and if the location is not enabled, as you can see here, it says it prompts the user to enable the location. So now I am enabling the location and opening the app. So as you can see, the location has been matched, and then we have been brought to the exercise prediction activity. I'm going to do an activity and see whether our app predicts the activity. So we will assume that the user will be tying the phone with his hand. So we can see that our app has detected successfully that the person is rowing, and we will change the activity to push-ups. So now our app shows the push-ups, and we will do a pull-ups. As I have mentioned in the demo, if the user is doing pull-ups for the first minute, we will assume that the user will be doing pull-ups for the second minute also. So we will kind of working. Let's just see. Our app is predicting. So our app has successfully predicted. So our app will use the hand movements, and it will predict the activity. Now I'm running. Now the app has successfully detected that I am running. Now if I keep the phone on the table for like 20 seconds or 25 seconds, for contiguous 5 minutes, the app will go back to the it will display the workout details first, and then it will go back to the home screen. So none means the user is not doing anything. So it has recorded 5 nuns, and it has shown the workout detail here. Now if the user press the back button, then we will go to the home screen, and after adding a reminder, so we can see that the reminder has been added. If the user is not doing any activity for 5 contiguous instances, our app determines that the user is not doing any activity, and it will give out that day's the workout activity. So here we can say see that the pull-ups is 2, the push-ups is 3, and rowing is 17 times, and walking once, and run force. So what all these denotes is the number of instances, that is the for example the 5 seconds. So he has walked for 5 seconds and ran for 20 seconds, like that. And once we then press the back button, we will give we will see the notification that a reminder has been added. If we go to the calendar, we can see that exercise reminder is added. So we see two reminders because I tested it twice. And this time of the exercise is also smartly predicted, like based on the today's activity. So I have started this exercise detection at 6 a.m. So based on that, like close to 6 p.m. So based on that, it has added a reminder for tomorrow. So now I am back to the home screen. So now if I don't want to go to the gym screen, I will just disable the location, so I will stay in the home screen. So now I am in the home screen. So there is a graph part here, from which you can visualize past week's activity or the past month activity. Now if I press the last week button, it will show 5 different lines for 5 different activities. As you can see, there is a legend here: pull-ups, push-ups, and walking, running, and rowing. So so as you can see, I have done a lot of rowing and running, and I have 4 other activities as well. So if I press past month, I am getting a flat line because I don't have the data for the whole month. Now I will talk about the tasks. So first two tasks are related to location tagging, which is GPS location and the Wi-Fi name. And the fourth task is getting the accelerometer reading. So for training phase and the testing phase, we are using the accelerometer readings only. And schema, and the fifth task is a schema for the database. So we are using the SQLite database for various purposes, um, like storing the location, storing the accelerometer reading, then retrieving the accelerometer reading. And the tasks number 6 is related to acquiring training data. So we have actually acquired the training data, and we have created a model. So which is showed in the phone location, which is model. So machine, and the task number 7 is machine learning training phase. So after the taking the training data, we have used SVM to generate a model from that, and this is embedded with the APK itself. So user doesn't need to generate his own model. And the 9 is daily exercise reminder. So whenever the user is finishing an activity, he will be shown that the reminder has been added, which is based on his current the workout location, current workout start time. Machine learning algorithm, so we have is the 10th task. So for that we have used SVM. Apart from using an SVM to predict a task, is that and we have also intelligently guessed what the user is doing for like past 5 minutes, or like the past minute. Like if the SVM says that user has done some 100 is 100 push-ups instance and some 90 run activity, something like that, we will just take the most number of predicted activities. We will assume that it is the correct one and we will go with it. And also we have what we have done is we have the carry forward the instance, like for the first minute, if the application predicts that the user is running, for the second minute also it will by default add some instances, and so that the probability of the same instance is being running. Like for example, if the user is running for the first minute, he will be the most likely will be the running on the second the minute. So we have incorporated that also. 11th one is workout detail. As we can see from the from the demo, after every workout the user will be shown a detailed view about the workout. And the 12th task is weekly and monthly strategies. As we can see from the demo, we have done that. And the 14th the option is manually trigger, so which tags the location, so that we have a button that is tag my gym. And the 6th is exercise detection sensors. So once a location is matched with the current location, we will that we can see that the location so once the location is matched, we will automatically trigger the exercise detection activity. And 17th is the guess today's workout schedule, so which when the user presses the back button, we will query all the start time of the exercises, and we will intelligently guess a schedule and add a reminder based on that. And home screen navigation, so we have all this yellow color button which says it is for navigation, that is train, and this back buttons. And the 19th and 20th tasks are related to database storing and retrieving. So as of now, we have discussed about 17 tasks which we have completed as per the initial documentation. Now we want to replace 2 tasks, which is getting the gyroscope reading. Now as we have the accelerometer reading, that itself is giving a pretty much the accuracy, as we can see from the demo videos. So we are not using the gyroscope reading, and there was a redundant tasks, so we will be replacing those 2 tasks with 2 other tasks which I am going to discuss now. One of the tasks is embedding the model with the APK itself. Now this enables the new user which and who installs the app for the first time, and without the training itself, he can start using the exercise detection model which comes with the app by default. So this involves copying the model from the app's APK to the mobile phone's location. Then second task is using shared preference, which comes with with the Android platform, to remember the user preference, such as the user interval time, and if the model file is copied once, it need not copy every time when the app is open. So we use the shared preference there also to remember these kind of preferences. So as in total we have completed about 19 tasks. The only remaining task is the background service tasks, which so now the location service is running in an async thread now, so we should be so we are working on to run it as a background service. So we should hope that we are hoping that we will be finishing that within the last deadline. Thank you.